Hello, today I'm going to be sowing some carrot seeds, and I'm going to be sowing them on damp tissue, and I'm doing that because I want to try and give these carrot seeds a fast start. Look at any packet of carrot seeds, in fact look at any packet of seeds, vegetable seeds, and you'll find that germination usually takes between 14 and 21 days. Now if you have grown carrots and you've planted seeds, I'm betting you're popping your head over the top of that pot every day or every other day, and it just takes forever before you actually see anything. So what I'm hoping to do is to speed up that process. So this is how we're going to do it. We're going to wet this tissue using this water spray. Okay, and we'll see if we can beat that 14 to 21 days for germination. Right, I'm just going to put a little water in this bottle top. Don't need a lot. And I'm going to use a matchstick to pick up carrot seeds. I'm going to use this piece of slate, and I'm just going to put some carrot seeds on here, and hopefully you should be able to see them better. Have you got your carrot seeds sown? Are they through? Or are you popping your head over that pot every day? I think I've told you before, stop it. You're frightening the carrots. Blimey. Right. Okay. We'll just spread these out a wee bit. And I'll offer this up to the camera, and hopefully you'll see them a bit better. Oh. I think we've got a bumblebee in the greenhouse with us, and I'm not stopping now. They're the carrot seeds. Okay, I'm going to lift this slate up to let you see how easy this is, but then I'll put it back down again. Watch. A wet matchstick. Come on, how easy was that? In fact, now I'm going to keep this slate in my hand. It's working really well. So all we're going to do is pop these carrot seeds on this damp tissue, put the lid back on it, take it indoors. Right, I'm going to stop talking now. Play some music. Enjoy. Okay, nearly finished. I'm not sure how many we've got in here, I've just kept dabbing away. But there'll certainly be enough to plant a 10-inch water bucket, and there'll probably be enough to plant 2 10-inch water buckets. That's providing these seeds germinate. Okay, now I'm just going to give them one final spray, then we'll put the lid on and we'll see how they go. Okay, we'll check these guys out in a few days' time. The carrot seeds have been on this damp tissue inside this plastic box now for about 5 days. Let's have a look at them. Let's see if we've got any germination after 5 days. Wow! Can you see that? I hope you can. There looks to be a lot of germination in there. There's lots of white tails and green shoots. Can you see that? Now the problem you have using this method is that these are very small and can be difficult to pick up. I'm going to use a screwdriver, a very small screwdriver, but you can use a pencil, you can use anything with a small end on it just to get under them and hook them up. Now I'll do that now, but because these are so small and because they're light, they're difficult to see. What I'm going to do is move this out of shot now, move these polystyrenes out of shot and show you these on a darker background. Okay, let me just put these down here. Right, polystyrene 10-inch pizza base with 19 evenly spaced holes punched in it with pencil. Okay, they look accurate, don't they? And that's because they are accurate, and they're accurate because I used a template. And I'm going to tell you how to get that template. If you want a template to make one of these from a 10-inch pizza base that fits perfectly in a 10-inch water bucket, I'm going to tell you how to get them. If you're growing in 5-gallon buckets, you'll need a 12-inch pizza base. And there's also a template for that. And I've got a range of these now. This one would allow me to sow 19 seeds equally spaced. This one would allow me to sow 30 seeds equally spaced, and this one would allow me to sow 37 seeds equally spaced. This is the one we're going to use, 37 seeds. So we're going to sow 37 pre-germinated carrot seeds in this 10-inch water bucket, and this is a base of a 10-inch pizza with no holes in it, and I've used this to firm down the surface of this compost. Okay, I wet this earlier today, but I'm going to give it another spray because it's important when you're sowing seeds. It's important when you're sowing seeds that you get some dampness in there. Things are wet. Actually, I've been cutting the lawn today and this was standing out, and there's little pieces of grass on here that look like carrots coming through, but I can assure you they're not. The small pieces of grass. In fact, they're so small I'm not too sure if you can see them, but I can see them, and I don't want those to be misleading. Okay, so we've got this wet and we're going to sow 37 evenly spaced pre-germinated carrot seeds, and this is how we're going to do it. We're going to make a small depression in the surface of that compost through all these holes. Then we're going to remove this, then we're going to sow seed in every one of them. So if I do this one first, and I'll push this through about 1/2 inch. If I do that one first, put my finger over it and just work my way around like that. I'm hoping that when I take this template off that you will be able to see where I'm going to be planting these seeds. That's it, that's all them done. Right, let's go around this in a circle. This doesn't take long. I've got to tell you what, those seeds coming through as quickly as they have, germinating as quickly as they have, that is fast. I mean, that is fast compared to what it says on the packet. Yeah, it really is. And it'll give you the confidence, if you do it this way, that the seeds you're going to sow in this bucket, in your bucket, will grow because they're germinated. The only thing that'll stop them is that if you let them dry out, basically. If you keep them moist, they will grow. Oh, hello, that looks okay. Are you getting that or not? Let me just tilt this away a bit just in case you're not. 37 holes, come on. Let me just, there's a couple of these that seem to have collapsed in a bit. Whoops. Put that down there like that. Yep. 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 Let's have a look. Yeah, I think we're happy with those. Right, let's sow some seeds. Let me just pick one of these out and show you it against a dark background. Hey, how's that? Come on, you can see that. That's a carrot seed that's germinated. All I'm going to do is pop it in a hole like this. Tail down. Close that hole up. How's that? Now we won't put a second seed in that hole because it's closed up. We can see it's closed up. How about that? Put that one in there like that. Close that one up. Right, what I'm going to do now is I have another 35 of these to sow. You've seen me sow 2. I'm just going to stop talking and crack on. Listen to this music, you'll enjoy it. Well, that didn't take long, did it? Do you enjoy that music? Okay, what we're going to do now is we're just going to wet this a bit more with this 37 pre-germinated carrot seeds in the 10-inch water bucket. Let's see how they go. Okay, let's see how these carrots are getting on. There were 5 days on a wet tissue and they've been 4 days sown in a water bucket now. So 9 days ago these carrots were carrot seeds. Now they're carrot seedlings. These are the carrot seedlings, and there you'd have to say 9 days ago they were just seeds. This is fast. This is fast. We can't see 37 yet. We sowed 37, can you recall? There are some just starting to break the surface. They've still all just got their seed leaves. This one's just breaking. This one's just breaking. They've still all just got the seed leaves, but they 9 days. Come on, the packet says it can take between 14 and 21 days for the seeds to germinate. After 9 days, we've got carrot seedlings. Hey, how good is that? How good is that? Now I've got a pot of carrots behind me that I sowed using exactly the same method, and again 37 carrot seeds put in the pot, and we're on 18 days now. So 18 days since we planted the carrots that I'm going to show you now. This is what they look like. So 18 days ago they were carrot seeds. Let me show you this. They look a bit bigger, don't they? Just 1 or 2 of them starting with their true leaves, true carrot leaves. Just getting big enough to produce a carrot leaf as you would recognise it, as opposed to these seed leaves. Here's one just breaking through. Look, a tail end Charlie. But hey, I'm going to get 37 in there. In fact, what I did, I planted some of these. I actually put 37 in using that template, but I sowed 1 or 2 close to the edge of this bucket, because this is a white see-through bucket sat inside a black bucket. Why am I doing that? Well, it's just a little experiment really. I've not done this before, but what I'm hoping to do is to be able to lift this white bucket out of this black bucket, and for you to be able to see carrots growing down the bucket. and that's why I've sown some very close to the edge. I wouldn't normally do that, but it's just an experiment and I don't know if it'll work. And if you want to know if it'll work, you'll need to stay with me on this one. It'll be another few months before we've got carrots ready to harvest, so it'll be another few months before we can take this white bucket out of this black bucket and have a look. So that's something to look forward to, isn't it? There's always something to look forward to if you plant a garden. Plant a garden, you've always got something to look forward to. Did you enjoy those starlings? Did you enjoy the sparrow cleaning itself, having a dust bath, and the wood pigeons that are visiting the garden? I think that's because we're in lockdown. There aren't as many cars zooming about, and there aren't as many people about. So I'm getting more visitors from birds. So that's a plus, isn't it? That's a plus. Now, just before I go, I'm going to tell you how to get one of those templates if you want one. And I'm also going to say a little bit more about those starlings. Okay, right, the templates. The templates are produced on a website called Abroth's World. Abroth's World. Abroth has produced those for us, and they're free and they're downloadable. If you can get to his website, you can download a template that'll enable you to make one of those polystyrene templates. Hey, how good is that? And it's free. It's free. I'm going to give you a link in the text below this video. So if you've got this far, you haven't far to go, then go to the text below this video, find that link, click on it, and you'll be on Abroth's World. Now when you're there, I would ask you to do two things. Firstly, tell him Home Grown Veg sent you, and secondly, thank him for providing that free template. Would you do that for me? And you may also want to actually have a look at some of his videos. He's got a short video on there, growing carrots. That's worth a look. I think that was his first bucket of carrots ever. Have a look at that. Hey, you could grow these carrots. You could. Abroth did. I am. You can. It's not that difficult. And before I sign out, just those starlings, one last thing. Most people only actually see starlings, glimpse them. They're very fast in flight. And if you've seen those big flocks of birds in the sky that wheel and tumble, usually at dusk, that's a murmuration of starlings, or it could be a murmuration of starlings. If you've seen them, they're a small black bird. No, they're not. They're anything but a small black bird. And you only get a chance to appreciate that if you're up close. And we've just been up close in that bird bath. But what we really need to do is slow the action down. So I'm going to slow that action down. Check out the colours in those starlings. They're iridescent. Iridescent. Or is it candescent? Well, there's some descent. They're absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, hope you've enjoyed this video. Get your free templates. Get sowing some carrots. In about 18 days, this could be you. It doesn't take that long. If it's cold outside, doesn't matter, do this indoors. As long as you can get these to some light on a windowsill, but reasonably warm. As long as you get the seeds to germinate, you're up and running. As soon as the warm weather comes, move these outdoors. Just be careful when you water them. Don't be heavy-handed, you'll wash them out. Just a light touch with these until they get much bigger. Okay, so this is Home Grown Veg, signing out.